When you see tags or boards like this, doesn't have to be Christmas, grab them. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, we are going to do the most amazing thing with this board from the Dollar Tree. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. I am so glad that all of you decided to stop by today. Whether you're new to the channel or you've been here for a long time, welcome. Thank you so much for supporting me. I truly appreciate it. I've had boards like this in my stash for quite a while, and it's those holiday home decor boards that they sell at the Dollar Tree. They also sell these in TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, a variety of places, but mine came from the Dollar Tree. And when I bought this one, I believe it was $1. But now when they have them, they're $1.25. Still a great value because we're going to take this and I'm going to show you how to turn it into something very practical for your home, your office, your bathroom, your kitchen, wherever you might want to put it. So here's what I'm talking about. You can see that I left the back just in its raw state, but we're going to take the board and we're going to create this beautiful message center or note station, whatever you want to call it. This is perfect for putting the bathroom toiletries in. You can even turn it into a spice bottle holder for someone who might be moving into a new home. The possibilities for using this are endless, but y'all, it starts with one of these. It does not have to be Christmas themed. It can be for any season. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to turn this into this. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera because y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at what we are making. When finished, mine measures about 9.5 by 8.5, and it's approximately 3 inches deep. This is super easy to make. And then what I did was I printed out some coordinating paper so that I could create a little message station or note board. You can set this by the front door to gather mail, whatever it is you want to do with it. But y'all, it's just so easy, and it's one of those things that we can do on the cheap. But look at what we end up with. This does not look like it used to be, this cheap Dollar Tree board. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this. In addition to the board, and y'all, this is going to be a process video because your board size might be a little bit different, but I have my board, and the board is about 15 inches by about 7.5. So we have our board, and then I have some sheets that I printed out for the note paper that I'm making, as well as the lined paper that we'll be using on this project as well. And then I have a few pieces of 8.5 by 11 that I printed out that I'll probably need. And then I have 2 pieces of 11 by 17 that are different patterns. Guys, if you don't have 11 by 17, you can join 2 pieces of 12 by 12 together to get that 11 by 17 inch size. This is a text weight paper, so it is very lightweight. That's what I have chosen to use on this. So this is really going to be easy peasy. We are not going to need to do much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it in my trimmer, and I am going to trim off approximately 4 inches. Now I'm using my dull trimmer blade because I really just want to get a couple of passes, as many as I can get, before I have to go in with my finger blade and finish this off. And that's why I'm using a really dull blade, because I don't mind having it basically get ruined even more by cutting through this. So once you have your groove made, I am just going to take my finger blade and basically we just go back and forth in that groove until we've cut through. And y'all, this is a hard board, but you can definitely cut through with your finger blade once you start it. And so at some point, you're just going to be able to snap it, which is what I've done right there. And then we can peel away our paper. Then you can just take your scissors and go back in and finish cleaning up. That's how easy it is to cut through this. And I would need to clean up this just a little bit. I have already prepped one by covering it in tape. And I'm going to leave the back raw, but what I've done with the one that I prepped and cut through is I have added tape all over the front. I did take the time to peel up this paper, but guys, you don't have to peel the paper because depending on the paper that you're putting down, it's going to cover it anyway. So let's just go ahead and peel away our tape backers. So I have removed all of my tape backers, and I've decided, again, I'm going to leave the back of this in its natural state. If you don't like leaving yours in its natural state, then you can certainly cover the back. But I have decided to leave mine. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to put it down here at the top, place it down like that, flip it over, and get it nice and stuck. Then I'll just take my finger blade, go in, and remove the excess paper. So now I'm going to take my base piece as well as a piece of the 8.5 by 11 that I printed, and I need to add some tape to this piece. So I am just going to add a few strips of tape, and I'll show you how easy it is to do this part as well. So let's get that tape nice and stuck. Peel away the tape backer. So now I'm going to take this. We're going to put it down like this. And again, I'm going to be leaving this in the raw. So I am just trimming away like that. And I will just trim right here and angle in. Now this piece, I am going to fold it over the top like that. I'm just going to take my glue and a little bit of glue, fold this over. And so now we have this piece that is basically going to be added to this piece like this. So now we're going to take our side panels, and these two panel pieces I have cut from chipboard, and they measure 3.5 by 3. So I have brought in some coordinating paper. We're going to take this, put it down right there. Then I'll take this one and we're going to put it down right there. I'll cut like this and like this. So now I can take my glue, put my glue on this piece. You can do this with tape as well, but I'm just using my glue. Stand it up and fold this over. Get it nice and stuck. And now I will remove the excess paper. So there's one. Now let's do this. And fold over. Get that nice and stuck. Now we will remove all of the excess paper. So now I have a piece that is 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. This is going to be our base. And again, it is chipboard. So I'm going to take this scrap paper that I have right here, and we're going to lay it down right there and fold over. And let's just miter our edges. So I'll take my tape, place some tape there, some tape here, here, and here. So we'll stand up and fold over on all 4 sides. Get that nice and stuck. So now that we have all 5 pieces, we are ready to put this together. And y'all, it's going to be so easy. We are going to take these 2 pieces right here and we're going to put them on like this. And then we'll take this piece and we'll mount it to the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue, put my glue on one side and one side only. I'm going to take this piece, and when I put it on, I am going to make sure that I have it on down at the bottom so it's nice and even with the bottom. And I'm just going to hold it in place for a minute. Then I'll take this one and do the same thing. So I'm just taking my glue, putting my glue on. I'm going to take this piece, put it on here at the bottom. And now we'll take this piece and we'll put it on. So I am going to take my glue, add some glue along this piece, and add some glue along this piece. And for those of you who might be doubting whether or not this is going to hold, I've been doing it like this since I've been on YouTube, and it always holds. So we're going to take this piece, put it on like that. I want to make sure that the bottoms are even. And right now it's still a little bit wobbly, but it does look like the bottoms are nice and even. Looks like the sides are nice and even. So now I'm just going to hold it like this. Add some glue here. Some glue here. Some glue along the bottom. And some glue right here. Now we'll be able to take this, stand it up, and put it down. All right, y'all, so there we have it. Once the glue hardens on here, y'all, this isn't going anywhere unless you intentionally step on it or break it. And you can see just how gorgeous this is. And we haven't even done anything to it in the way of decorations. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to it yet, but I do know that this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to set it to the side because we're going to bring in the insert papers. So I have a full sheet of 8.5 by 11, and on it we are able to get 4 cards. And so on the 11-inch side, we trim at 5 1/4. Then on the 8.5-inch side, we cut at 4 1/4. And we're going to end up with 4 cards from one sheet. So again, we cut at 4 1/4. There are the 4 cards. I already have a stack of these cut. So we have this nice stack of cards. Now I'm going to bring in this piece, and when I cut it down, it's going to end up being about 6.5 by about 6.5. So I am just trimming off the sides and the bottom, that white paper. And then I'm going to turn this way, and we're going to cut at 3 1/4. So that gives us 2. I already have a few cut. I'm just going to show you very quickly how to make a tearaway pad. So we're going to cut this at 6.5 by 3 1/4. So then we're going to take our papers and we just put them on the chipboard like that. And we just add some glue across the top. Now we need to let this sit and dry, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I did add some clips to this to help hold it. It's not completely dry yet, so I'm not going to tear away a piece of the paper, but you can see that we have this nice chipboard backed little notepad that I can put on the inside. Then we have our papers that we can put on the inside. And can you see what a beautiful presentation this is? This would make a great little stationery set for someone. You can do so much more, and you can add so much more to this to really build it up and make it into what the person that you're giving it to or the person that you're selling it to, you can make it into what they would want for it to be. Or like I said, this is perfect to put by the front door to catch that mail, or in the bathroom to hold those toiletries, to hold those bath towels and other things that you might want to put in them. And so y'all, here's the one we just made, and here is the first one that I made. These are so fabulous and so easy to make. All it took was one of those cheap home decor tags that you can buy at the Dollar Tree, at a whole bunch of other stores, especially at this time of the year. They have them all the time. Even though mine had a Christmas theme on it, I just happen to have some of those. But there are so many others out there. The theme doesn't even matter, because look at what we did to it. We covered it, and we took something that was meant for something else, and we made it into what we wanted it to be. So y'all, that's what we do on my channel. We take the unusual and we create the fabulous. So I hope that you have enjoyed this super awesome way to make over a Dollar Tree item. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.